technical difficulties. My camera just pretty much fell. So once again, Salakia, my camera just fell. Just doing the best doing the best we can with what we got. All right, but Salakia for that. But like I was saying, continuing on, I was reading, the territories, military bases that America, is operating in different countries. And I was reading on, see, does the U.S. still have military bases in the Philippines? And I was reading, Washington already operates 5 military bases in the Philippines on a rotational basis, meaning they cannot station troops there permanently. Those camps are located near Manila in the south and the east of the Philippines. But none was in the northern Luzon province, which is more strategically located. All right, so pretty much the point I was reading was in Habakkuk chapter 2 and verse 5. I was reading that, hey, shalom, shalom. Shalom, brother. So pretty much I was reading Habakkuk chapter 2 verse 5 where he, is not keeping it at home. All right. Let's read another one. Look at this article. See if I can find another article. Yes, has military bases in how many? Let's see if my phone. All right. It said the U.S. Here's another one. So the U.S. has about 750 overseas military bases in more than 80 countries. Okay. So the U.S. has about 750 overseas military bases in more than 80 countries, and Washington elites are pushing the country ever closer to conflict with China, says researcher David Vine. Okay. So this proves, once again, Habakkuk chapter 2 verse 5, that we are definitely, so prophecy is popping off, man. All right. These countries are starting to put their foot down, man. Why? Because Yahweh Shema Shai is stirring them up. Okay. As it says, man goings are of the Lord. Okay. Let's grab the book of Made Drunk. All right, Revelation chapter 18 and verse 3. For all nations have drunk of the wine of the wrath of her fornication, and the kings of the earth have committed fornication with her. And the merchants, and Salakia, committed fornication with her, and the merchants of the earth are waxed rich through the abundance of her delicacy. For all nations have drunk of the wine of the wrath of her fornication. All right, she is like a whore. Okay, America, Babylon the Great. All right, she is likened to a whore. She deals with all types of philosophy. She deals with witchcraft. You can come to America and do what the hell you want to do. All right, was it James Crowley? Do as thou wilt. And the kings of the earth had committed fornication with her. All right, the heads of the other nations. All right, the governments, who was it? China, all these different regions had dealt with America. They enjoyed America. But now they see that America is getting ready to crash, and America is burning out and just, in a tailspin, and nothing is prospering in America. Now they want to do what? Back off. All right? Now we see that they're trying to get their own currency going on, man, which they're doing now. All right, with Brazil. Okay? I believe it was Russia. Had to pull up the article and read it all over again. But continuing on, of her fornication, and the kings of the earth had committed fornication with her, and the merchants of the earth are waxed rich through the abundance of her delicacy. All right. Let's read another one. Revelation 17 and verse 2. With whom the kings of the earth had committed fornication, and the inhabitants of the earth have been made drunk with the wine of her fornication. All right. Following her ways. All right. Being taken in with democracy bullshit. Okay, trusting in the ways of America, saying that America, that old saying, how it goes, the American dream, okay, which is nothing but, a smoke screen. All right, there's no American dream. There's no anything prosperous out of America. All right. The reason America was in a glory state because ultimately, the Israelites was here. All right, being slaves. The same way Egypt. The reason Egypt was flourishing because why? Because of Jakes. All right, the southern kingdom and the northern kingdom. All right, was there doing what? Working. Okay. Now that America's time is up, all right, and the men's is being raised up out of that dry bone state. Ezekiel 37. Scrap that. Now this place is being condemned. All right, starting with Abba Bivens. Okay. And like I said, just flowing in the spirit. So this is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 37 and verse 1. The hand of the Yahweh was upon me and carried me out in the spirit of the Yahweh and set me down in the midst of the valley, which was full of bones. All right, those bones represent what? The Israelites. Okay, and caused me to pass by them round about, and behold, there were very many in the open valley, and lo, they were very dry. Dry why? Because ultimately, you still have Israelites to this day that's not in their right state of mind. All right, that's why there's a remnant. Isaiah 10 and verse 20. Okay, those are the elect. So the elect has the living water within them. What's that? John chapter 4. And lo, they were very dry. And he said unto me, Son of man, can these bones live? And I answered, O Most High, thou knowest. And he said unto me, Prophesy upon these bones, and say unto them, O ye dry bones, hear the word of the Yahweh. Thus said the Yahweh Most High unto these bones, behold, I will cause breath to enter into you, and ye shall live. This breath is what we're doing now, this song, the true doctrine, all right, that we learned from our elders and apostles of Great Millstone, okay? Why? Because ultimately Yahweh Bashim al-Shai put the spirit on them, starting with Abba Bivens, as I just said, and it's sprinkled on down to the men's that he wants, okay? It's not, it's no way to get around it, all right? There's a reason why there can be a person that could be, it could be a J in a very low state. Then once he hears this truth and start coming around brothers and being built up in his ministry, that, eventually he becomes a teacher. All right? Because ultimately, if you can receive it, it's a reincarnation thing. All right? He would have to have been one of those men if you're enduring to the end. He would have to be one of those men that was, ultimately a follower of Yahweh Shai. Okay? And he said unto me, Prophecy upon these bones, and say unto them, O ye dry bones, hear the word of the Yahweh. Thus said the Yahweh Most High unto these bones, Behold, I will cause breath to enter into you, and ye shall live. And you're seeing it right now before your eyes. Once again, you see brothers, all right, really talking about the GMS brothers, Great Millstone, all over this planet, preaching the true doctrine, all right? Now, yes, you have different camps out there that's preaching, but ultimately they are not telling you what is getting ready to hit. Okay, the M to the O to the T to the B, the charagma. All right. No matter how tiresome it may get, as people may say, we're gonna continue to push this, man, because this is very, very important. For the salvation, man, to make it out of here. And these camps just brush it off like it's nothing serious. All right. But continuing on, and I will lay sinews upon you, and will bring up flesh upon you, and cover you with the skin, and put breath in you, and ye shall live, and ye shall know that I am the Yahweh. All right? Once again, this goes into the doctrine, the true understanding, learning who we are, As it says, first, you got to start with the milk first. Learn the basics, be built up. Then eventually start, as it says in Hebrew chapter 5, was it verse 12, then the meat, the breakdowns, the parables, understanding what is the true breakdown of Revelation 13, verse 16 and 17, going into the M to the O to the T to the B. We can't say the whole thing because Esau getting his feelings and clip your channel. But the point is, those are, that's the meat. Okay? And it's not hard. All right? Because if you are a member of the elect. You know, no one knows who are the elect, but you know, I don't want Ratazah, we endure unto the end. And as it said, the saints shall be saved. So we endure to the end, the saints shall be saved. You're gonna have, you know, brothers that come into the truth at the last hour. You know, they may have to see, you know, a miracle for them to get it, but once they see it, they're gonna accept it. And the ones that Yahweh Shema Shai doesn't want, he's gonna keep them in that dumbified state, that stupid state, that not knowing anything, that being stubborn. All right, no truth can pierce, you know, in their hearts and in their mind, because Yahweh Shema Shai wants to bring a judgment on them. All right, you know, and out of one Ratazah, Lord willing, you know, we, you know, stay away from that judgment, man. Okay, because being in America was enough ass kicking. All right, just being honest, it was enough, man. Being in America, waking up, having to deal with Esau and his bullshit on a day-to-day basis. All right. That, you know, that was enough, you know, ass whooping, man. So we want to avoid the pain and the fire and the missiles, all right? And before that, Jacob trouble, okay? Race riots, all right? You know, you're going to have people out there starving, okay? Not being able to eat, all right? It's going to get very, very wild out here. I'm going to grab this last precept, then I'm going to wrap it up. Isaiah, see if I can get it real quick. Isaiah chapter 11. And verse, I believe verse 1. All right, Isaiah chapter 11 and verse, I'll start at verse 1. Verse 3 is the point. And there shall come forth a rod out of the stem of Jesse, and a branch shall grow out of his roots. You know, Jesse, which was the patriarch, was the father of David, you know, and that's the lineage of who? Yahweh Shai. Okay, verse 2. And the spirit of the Yahweh shall rest upon him. All right, the Ruach HaKodesh, the spirit of wisdom and understanding, the spirit of counsel and might, the spirit of knowledge and of the fear of the Yahweh. Okay, and that spirit, you know, this is the same spirit that brothers have on them now. All right, we, you know, we strive to be like unto Yahweh Shai. You know, we strive unto, but we know we can't, you know, be at our full state. Cause why? We are in these defiled bodies, man. Okay, that's why we have to be changed. All right, not saying that, you know, we're supposed to be, you know, overly righteous, but we make an effort. We are rehearsing the righteous acts. All right, doing the best, you know, doing the best what we can do, man, in this wicked ass kingdom that we're in. All right, verse 3. Isaiah chapter 11, verse 3, and shall make him of quick understanding. All right, once you hear the truth, it's very quick. It doesn't take long to get it. All right, once again, if you are a member of the elect, it's going to happen very, very quick. Now, once you know, now you may have a member of the elect that may take some time to, you know, understand the truth, but ultimately he's going to get it. All right. And shall make him of quick understanding in the fear of the Yahweh, and he shall not judge after the sight of his eyes, neither reprove after the hearing of his ears. All right, going to be according to righteous judgment. All right, according to the will of Yahweh Shem El Shai. Okay, and we already have, and if you've been, you know, and if you've been following Yahweh Shem El Shai, the Kodash, the Holy Spirit been dealing with you, learn from the apostles and elders. You know, getting the true breakdown of the scriptures, we already understand, you know, what Yahweh Shema Shai is about to do, man. This is why, you know, to us, it's not going to be like a thief at night. Now, no one knows the day and the hour and the particular second that, you know, his return is going to happen, but it has to be very, very soon, okay? Because all the signs is there. All right, but with righteousness shall he judge the poor and reprove with equity for the meek. The meek are the poor. You know, the Israelites, man. But once again, starting with the elect. Everything is about the elect, man. As it says in Scripture, for the elect's sake. All right? This is not what brothers say on a day-to-day basis just because. No, this is what Yahweh Bashim Shai says. It's in the Scriptures. For the meek of the earth, and he shall smite the earth with the rod of his mouth, and with the breath of his lips shall he slay the wicked. That's ultimately the judgment, man. The hellfire that's getting ready to come. All right? And when I say hellfire, I'm talking about a condition, not literal hell. but the from the ICBM missiles and the laser beam that's shooting from the chariots. Okay? Grab this scripture real quick. Do all things for the elect's sake. All right, what's that? 2 Timothy. 2 Timothy, chapter 2, verse 10. Here it is. 2 Timothy chapter 2 and verse 10. Damn. Technology, man. Technology is wild. Ah, shit. All right, 2 Timothy chapter 2. I'll start verse 10. Therefore, I endure all things for the elect's sake, that they may also obtain the salvation which is in Hamashiach Yahushai with eternal glory. I'm going to read it once again. Therefore, I endure all things for the elect's sake. Once again, this is ultimately, we are out here to be the fishers for who? You know, of course, you know, as I said, the fisher of men, of course, many has been called, right? But few has been chosen. That's why you see people when they say, okay, this, you know, this guy right here fell out the truth. This brother fell out the truth. Why? Because ultimately they was called, but they was not chosen. Okay? But at the end of the day, it's all about the elect. Hitting the highways and the byways, making the videos, you know, using the talent that the Lord, Yahweh Shem Shai, has given us to, you know, ultimately wake up a fellow brother who is of the elect, man. Okay? Therefore, I endure all things for the elect's sake, that they may obtain the salvation which is in Hamashiach Yahushai with eternal glory. All right? Can't get no more plainer than that. Okay? So you can't wake up all the Israelites. All right? It's not even for them right now. Now, they are Israelites, but they, you know, they come back in their right state of mind in the kingdom, man, on the next go around. Okay, so anyways, with that, I'm giving all praises unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Racha, Kodash, double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone teaching the Ruel, Shalom to the Akim, Shalom, Brakatham, Ababa Ball.